and good morning. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Gregson. Welcome to Shifting Lanes. That is my Project Volvo V70R. We're here in my garage today. Here in my garage, my Volvo Lamborghini. And today we're going to start to go stage 0. And there's a really good reason as to why we need to go stage 0. Because this happened.
Well,
If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And if you like what you see, consider subscribing. If you've never seen one of our videos, we do project cars, we do car reviews, and we do lifestyle / media drive events here at Shifting Lanes. As I said, this is my Project Volvo V70R. We picked this up around 3 months ago, and it is a manual with, we put some aftermarket wheels on it. It has a really good M66 manual transmission, like I just said, and has 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque from factory. So it's one of the coolest and most sleeper-ish kind of wagons that has really kind of ever been made, and I think it looks really cool. I love this car, and we are taking this basically from its current state and restoring the whole thing back to stock, back to OEM. We're going to refresh the interior, repaint the car, and we're also going to refurbish kind of a lot of the internals in this car, starting with the engine and some of the components in there. Usual thing that Volvo enthusiasts do is something called stage 0. If you don't know what stage 0 is, it's basically a tune-up for the whole car back to kind of its stock stage, if you will. Hence the 0. So basically what that means is you kind of have to refresh the spark plugs, the ignition coils, all of the filters, clean the MAF sensor, do a lot of these kind of things, do a brake job, which this has already been done. So we're already ahead of the game at stage 0. There's a great list online. I believe it's on Matthew's Volvo site. If you search on Google, what is stage 0, that should be one of the first things that come up, and it'll give you a huge list if you own one of these cars and you do want to go stage 0. So with that being said, let's go underneath the hood and see exactly what's going on. But first, I want to talk about the OBD scanner that I was using just now to scan these codes. So what I'm holding is the Actron CP9695 Auto Scanner Pro. It is an OBD2 scanner. We were generously given this by the wonderful folks at Actron, so thank you so much for this. We've used it in a couple of different cars, including this one, and a few more off camera, including my Aston Martin V8 Vantage, which is a 2007, and Hanson, who is another guy that works on this channel, if you've never seen this channel before. He used this on his Hyundai, and it came out with flying colors. You can pick these things up for around probably $180 to $300, depending on what model you get. I believe this one can be picked up for around $200 on Amazon, but what you should do is go to Actron's website and check out this scanner because it's really good. It gave perfect readings on this car, and if you want to check it out, I will drop a link in the description below, so please go check this out. It's a great product, and I really highly recommend it if you're looking for a good OBD2 scanner. So today, what can we humanly do with this car? Well, there's not a lot that I have at my disposal. I have some tools and I have a couple of things. So let's go underneath the hood, and there's one particular fix that I believe can fix those misfire codes. If you didn't read them at the beginning, they're P300, P303, P305. It's misfiring on cylinders 3 and 5. Also, there is a P3100, a random misfire. So we're gonna do one fix that I've looked up online. Let's pop the hood, go underneath, and I can explain what exactly I'm gonna do today. What you're looking at is the famous Volvo T5R engine. Now, this is a turbo 5-cylinder engine, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what we're going to do today is basically change out the coils. Now, the coils are underneath this engine cover. There's a bunch of stuff we have to remove, including some bolts down here, this crossbar here, the bolt that holds the crossbar here. We're not going to take the charge pipe off. We're just going to basically loosen it, and that's pretty much all that does. Then you have a bunch of Torx bolts here. T25 Torx bolts, I believe, or T30, and basically take this whole engine cover off, and then you will have your exposed ignition coils. What we're going to do is we're going to replace basically all of those with what is in this box right here. And this box is from FCP Euro. And FCP Euro is a great site where you can get lots of different parts for European cars. And I just happen to have some brand new Volvo ignition coils. Hooray! So let's take a look at getting this off, and then we can take a look at what the coils look like. This is what a new one looks like. We'll compare the two. Let's get going and get this all off the car right now. Okay, now that you see kind of where I'm at, we run into a bit of an issue. I've taken the crossbar off. It is over there on the floor, and my tool set is next to it. I have all my tools spread out, so what's the problem? Because this cover is now off. And these, by the way, are T30 Torx screws. I misspoke before, saying they were T25, but they're T30. So all of my bolts and everything are up there. So, hey, why? We have a a coil pack and the plug exposed. Why can't I get to it? Well, I have all these off, and if we come down here, this Torx screw, the bit actually sheared off in the Torx screw. Yeah, we have found this to be a bit of an issue. I tried to drill it out, but the problem is all of my drill pieces and the drill itself, this is definitely not powerful enough, and these are not the type of drill bits and drill. I need to basically drill this out, tap it, and kind of remove it, and then get the screw out. So unfortunately, I can now not remove the charge pipe or move it, and the last Torx screw is underneath here, underneath the cover over here. So I can only get 8 of them out, and this is all nice and loose, but yeah, that sucks. That's a huge setback. I'm gonna have to go get some more tools to actually make this happen. So yeah, unfortunately this isn't happening today. So we're gonna have to just get some more tools and figure it out from there. But yeah, we're not gonna solve this check engine light today. So even though that didn't work out, there is one thing we can do today, and that is replace the airbox filter. Now the filter is right in there, and I'm gonna get closer. Basically, it's 4 T25 Torx screws. You just lift the plastic off and then you replace the filter. So that's something we can do quickly today because we have one sitting right there. So let's just quickly show you how to do that. It's very simple. We can inspect the difference between the old and the new one. So let's crack that off and check out both filters. I'm not going to show you how to take off T25 Torx screws. You should know. There it is. And then all the screws are over there. So you should know how to do that, plus I did it in the other thing. I'm not gonna time lapse that for you. So basically this just comes right off once that's done. And you have an exposed filter, and look at how disgusting this is. Twist it out, and there it is. Ooh, it looks like something may have been living in here at one point. Isn't that lovely? It looks like a bee, maybe some droppings. I'm honestly not sure, but if we take a look at the filter itself, that is pretty wretched. Who the hell knows when the last time this was cleaned, because look at that disgusting pile of bugs and crap. So yeah, I mean, there's feathers in here. Maybe the previous owner hit a bird. I don't even know. It's gross, but it's interesting. That is a very nice and clean part, and you can see the difference just in that. But let's put both of these on the floor and check out the difference. So without getting too much on the new one, here is the difference between the two. And look at that. That is absolutely ridiculous. Obviously dirty and brand new. You can see that's near black. That is nice and clean and yellow. And the foam here is very different. So the foam, very nice and new, foam very old. So let's just go ahead and crack this one right in there. So here is our new one. We're just going to pop it right in. You kind of line up this little triangle with a little notch right there. There that is, and then push it right down and in. And there you have it. New filter. We're just going to tighten this back up, and then we'll sign off for the day because that's all we can do. So before I put everything away, you can see the GoPro and all the tools over here. Before I put everything away, I wanted to talk about something else that happened this week, because as you can see, I'm wearing a hat now and I have a slightly different shirt, still the same still a shifting lane shirt, but it's a little different because I'm filming this the weekend after I made the intro to this. So here, I've been driving this all week. Here's what happened the other day.
Third gear, 2,500 RPMs, foot down. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that's not really a good noise. So I spoke with Jay Van Gordon, who is an awesome dude. You should definitely reach out to him if you're looking for FCP Euro parts. You can find him on the FCP Euro website. He is a Volvo master technician, and I pinged him on what exactly it could be. I sent him those 2 clips you just saw, and he said it really sounds to me like there's a hose kind of loose. Of course, he's hundreds of miles away from me, and I'm just sending him cell phone videos, so it's not probably the most accurate thing that we could do, of course, except if Jay was here looking at it or another Volvo technician was here looking at this. So we're gonna have to investigate that, but as of right now, the Volvo is kind of out of commission. We're going to figure out this hose issue or this boost issue, because what's happening is when I put my foot down to the floor in gear, it's just very sluggish. It feels like a vacuum leak, a boost leak, some kind of hose is either blown off or cracked and there's a big leak in it. So we're gonna have to examine that and get involved in that a little bit more another weekend, because unfortunately I have other things to do this weekend. So the Volvo is not really going to be driving much soon, but we are going to be doing more stuff with it. And now that things are happening with it that are not really that great, there's more wrenching that's going to go on. So unfortunately, that 30-second clip of me, untightening screws is all you're going to get in this video, but we're going to do more soon because we got to figure this out, and we're definitely not taking it to the dealer or a shop again anytime soon, because we're done spending money like that. So we're going to continue to work on this ourselves, specifically me. Sorry this video was more of a short video because these things happen. I can't get that charge pipe off, and that really kind of sucks, but it happens. These are the foibles and pitfalls you'll have happen when you're kind of wrenching on stuff, and especially me as a beginner mechanic. It's gonna happen. So not gonna get down, going to take it as a positive learning experience that I need to get a better drill set and some better tools and replace that Torx bit and figure out exactly how to get that out of there without necessarily taking it somewhere to torch it off, because that is not a great thing. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. That actually really helps us out. And also, again, consider subscribing. That would be great. And that's it. So stay tuned for more Volvo videos to come, and I will catch you next time. See ya.